This is my first ever YouTube video. And if you're watching this, it means that I've overcome several obstacles that came in my way, which prevented me from publishing this video online. Now, why should you watch this video? If you are someone who wants to share your insights or experiences with the world, but you're afraid of something, and that's why you're not able to post it online, I'm here to encourage you and support you because you are not alone on this journey. I am here too. I'm also struggling with it, and hence I wish to document this process right in front of you. So, why YouTube for me? Why do I want to film content? Why do I want to post online now? I've not had a public profile in years. I've not posted anything online, no YouTube videos before online. This is my first ever attempt. I'm doing this to support the inner child in me who loves public speaking and the adult me who has gathered some experiences in life which, once shared with the rest of the world, might benefit someone. Even if one person benefits from the video that I'm making right now, or the videos I choose to make in the future, my purpose is served. So let's talk about what is not talked about on the internet enough. How are people able to make such perfect videos online? They have perfect lighting, perfect sound, great audio quality, they look great, their style of talking is so perfect, editing is so on point. I seriously wonder how they get there. But as I did some more research, I realized that most of the people, they began as literal beginners. Their first video attempts showed that maybe the camera was not perfect, the audio was not perfect, but they chose to put themselves out there. And winning that battle with yourself is the first step you need to take. It's not about getting things perfect. That is exactly what I'm doing now. I have forced myself to literally record this video anyhow in any condition today. I'm taking some extra support to actually film this video. This is my friend's place. She has set up the background for me. She was sitting right next to me, giving me the pep talk, all of those things, helping me set up my phone on a stand. And we were also charging my microphone together because it was out of battery. It took a few things before I could actually sit down here and start filming. So it's a process. It's not easy. It won't happen in the first attempt. But our idea is to get started so that we ultimately are proud of ourselves for stepping out of our comfort zone. Now, what came in my way? My brain came up with 1,000 stories as to why I should not post online. Number one, being a woman, it is so scary to be putting yourself out there. I've had incidents where people were stalking me before, and I don't want that to happen again. However, then I realized that, okay, there's so many content creators already there. They are still sustaining their careers, or there are some measures in place there are some measures you can take to better protect yourself. So it may not be such a hindrance. There's so many people out there. Why will someone only bother about me? Second, we're afraid of judgment, not just from strangers, but from the people who are closest to us. Our friends, family, relatives, people who you work with. It could be anyone that you are thinking might just judge you for making this decision. The third point is that we really doubt ourselves that, oh, I don't have a degree in this subject, so I have no right to talk about it. The internet has no rules. Okay, it may have some, but no rules on what you choose to make your content about. You can talk about your subjective experience. You never know who it might actually help. What if you are a doctor who has a subject matter expertise, but you're afraid to put up anything online because you are afraid of filming, script writing, or anything on that process? There may be several people out there who might just benefit from the advice you have to share from your experience. Even if you're not a doctor, maybe you're a student who's just started their journey with an international university. There are so many potential students or aspiring students who would do anything to learn from you. Your experience of going to university abroad is going to be so valuable to someone who is making life-altering decisions. So do not undermine yourself or your experience. I want you to think back to the time when you have helped your friend with some advice and they've come back to you and said, oh, thank you so much for sharing that with me. That really lifted my spirits. Now imagine that it's not just that one friend of yours, it's hundreds or thousands of people who could actually benefit from your advice. How fulfilling is that? Maybe it's not about other people, maybe it is about yourself. It is also about myself for me. So, content creation aligns with my hobbies and my true interests. So, why should I be at a position later in life regretting that I did not make this decision because fear was holding me back? That reminds me, someone once told me that if the only reason why you are not making a decision or a change in your life is because you are fearful or you're afraid, then you must absolutely do it. So for me, content creation, the major reason for why I have not done it in the last 5, 6 years where I should have been a pioneer or whatever of that sorts, is because I was scared. A little bit more about my story. When I was a child, I was bullied a lot in school. I underwent 2 to 3 years in school where I was bullied by my peers. Makes me think back of an incident where I went up on stage and I tried to sing a song and my voice cracked. The entire crowd started laughing. Once I exited the stage, people came up to me and started saying all sorts of mean things that they could. I got back home thinking that okay, the day is over, I should move on. However, I logged onto Facebook and saw some really rude social media posts about the fiasco. Now, I'm not saying that I've not made a mistake, but I don't deserve to be trolled so badly at such a young age. That experience had an emotional impact on me, and that was just the start. There were several such incidents online where I was trolled on social media, even when Facebook was so new. I was not accepted by my peers in school due to some very superficial reasons, and that translated into online bullying. No one in school took any action for it. Several years later, I've made several achievements in my life. And somewhere back of my mind, maybe I was thinking that I need to prove those bullies wrong. I'm relatively secure in my skin. I feel okay about the way I look, the way I behave, and the person I am. But there is always an emotional scar that these experiences leave you with. And it did stay with me, and it was translating into the resistance of not posting online. So now I'm the sort of person who would go up to my friends and say, hey, is this photo good enough? Should I post this on my story? Should I post this? Is this looking okay? I hope there's nothing weird about it. Hope the angle's okay. Hope the lighting's okay. All that. But at the end of the day, who cares? I also realize something. I'm not the center of the world. So you may judge me for a minute, but you're going to go back home and do your own thing and think about your own worries. The same applies to everyone else. They may look at you online, but they might even judge you a bit. But everyone centers back to what they are thinking about, what their life is about. No one is obsessed with thinking about you. But why I've made this video is so that I'm holding myself accountable, that this is my first video. You all as well, you can hold me accountable. I plan to make content around health and well-being in the future. So stay tuned as I overcome several obstacles around my way so that I can finally get myself to film and publish online. If you want to be a part of my journey and you want to stay tuned to what I'm up to, if I'm actually holding myself accountable, am I consistent with the process, please subscribe to my channel. And let's talk about more real things. If you have ideas for more topics on videos I could make, please throw them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, with this, finally, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Every view means a lot to me. So thank you and take care. Bye.